Hey everybody, welcome to Out the Trunk Pod with Jordan and Darius. I'm Jordan. Jordan be writing on all socials,
This is Darius. These I love your area on all socials.
and this is our movie review segment. Today we're going to be reviewing Friday. Black classic, came out in 1995, starring Ice Cube, Chris Tucker, Nia Long, Tommy Tiny Lister Jr. R.I.P., John Witherspoon R.I.P., Bernie Mac R.I.P., Anna Maria Horsford, don't know if she's alive or not, and Regina King, the legend.
Anna Marie is
Um,
still with us.
okay,
But
okay,
quick
cool, cool, cool.
interjection: Ezel, R.I.P.
Oh, okay.
AJ Johnson. He is also not with us. He's not on the list,
Oh, damn.
but
Okay,
I have him
okay.
on my list as an RIP as well. AJ Johnson, we lost
Got
him
you.
as well. RIP Ezel.
Okay, damn. Well,
Uh,
RIP.
we lost a lot of people in this list.
No, a lot of people in this movie, yeah. Um, yeah, so Friday, after getting fired on his day off, because how do you do that? Craig Jones spends a long Friday on his porch with his friend Smokey. The duo navigates neighborhood eccentricities, local bullies, and a drug dealer's looming deadline. Over 24 hours, Craig must find the courage to stand up for his future and also survive. So I'm gonna toss it to you for Act One.
Act one, the morning after, which okay. Morning after what? The
Different connotation.
Craig deals with the fallout of losing his job while Smokey introduces a high stakes problem involving a local supplier. They settle onto the porch as colorful neighborhood characters pass by. Uh, in the spirit, the beginning of the movie, the Jehovah's
Mhm.
Witnesses pop by, and Craig
Yeah,
slams the door in their
Marla
face.
Gibbs.
In the spirit of ignoring the Jehovah's Witness, I have a confession. I ignored the carolers this year. Every year, the little kids at the church down the street,
Yeah.
they walk the neighborhood, they knock on the door, and they sing carols.
Oh, that's
Um,
sweet.
but
It's
I
awkward
just
though.
I just didn't have it in me this year, so
Yeah.
I just ignored them. I heard the knockings, and they went next door and they sang for the neighbors. And I had Madden on mute the whole time. I was just playing Madden, knocking on the door.
Them little
I
kids
know
trying
they
to spread
heard
some
me in
Christmas
here,
cheer.
but I feel like I have to. This is a good place to get that off my chest. So,
Oh,
what you got
I
for Act One, man?
well, I can top that. So the Jehovah's Witnesses used to come by our house too, and my dad got sick and tired of it. So one day they came to the house and he just opened the door in his drawers, and they never came back.
You know. I get it. That's what religions do. They have to recruit.
Yeah.
But I wasn't just, and honestly, the kids are sweet. I've opened the door list. I'm
Yeah.
not a Grinch. I just didn't feel like it that day. I think it was cold too. And I was just like, man,
And it's like, do you sing along? Do you clap? Do you record them? What do you do?
it's just one song, quick little 90 seconds.
Oh, it's one song. Okay.
And I got to hear them sing for the neighbors. It's an apartment complex. So,
Right.
you could really just do one and we could knock this
And we
all
all can
out,
hear it.
So what you got for Act One, man?
Um, yes, so th this movie has like one, it helped make a lot of careers.
Yeah.
And also there's like so many legends in this movie. Like, the Jehovah's Witness, Marla Gibbs from Sanford and Son, Esther, cousin Esther, Aunt Esther, I also want to say that one thing that really annoys me is when you tell your mom something and tell her not to tell your dad something, and she goes and tells your dad that thing.
As a grown up, though, I do understand they're married.
No, I mean, I get it. I get
Right?
it. I get it.
The parents are a unit,
Yeah.
and they are navigating the household as a unit. And now you could, I'm almost certain that they tell everything. It's just a matter of
Right.
how you want to disperse that information. But
Right.
like, yeah, I'm not. If one of like because they're her kids too. So like if one of my kids came to me with something and said, "Don't tell your wife," I'm like, well,
Yeah.
that's my wife. Of course, not keeping secrets from my wife. Now, will I tell her like, "Hey, this is what we're dealing with. Don't go do this." Woo, woo, woo. Sure,
Yeah.
but like you can't. I'm not keeping something about your
But
child from you.
the fact that
But
she immediately told him like that night.
yeah. Um, Now it's different. Like when you tell your mom something, she tells all her church friends. That's a violation.
No, yeah, yeah, yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
it's safe to assume with any married couple, if you tell one, you've told both. That's just the way it
Yeah,
works.
correct. Yeah. I
You
view them
know,
all as a conglomerate.
yeah, like that is a pretty safe assumption. One should always make.
100%. Yeah, I remember I told one of my friend's husband something. I didn't tell my friend because I assumed that the husband was going to tell them,
Yeah.
and she was like, "Why didn't you tell me?" I'm like, "Well, I told him. That's telling
Yeah.
you."
Most of my married friends, I just view them as like one person.
Yeah,
And so
same.
tell one, you tell all. Yes, but no, that is, I understand how Craig in that spot thought it was legit. Also, like,
Yeah,
did you think he wasn't gonna find out you lost your job?
he wouldn't go see you run the house all day.
And getting fired on your day off is egregious.
That is crazy.
Like
I
you
love how
can't
they
do the
never
motherfucking
confirm.
thing right.
But see, I love how they never confirm whether or not he actually was stealing boxes.
I So there's a scene at the end of the movie where Ezel is like running with boxes, or maybe it was at the
hmm
beginning. And Friday lore is that it was Ezel.
Mm,
And but it wasn't Craig.
yeah,
But I mean, this you got to keep in mind 1995 camera technology was not
right.
4K,
Also, I don't
these
know, getting
things.
fired for stealing boxes is crazy.
Well, stealing anything will get you fired. It's not really the
Well,
boxes, but But so yeah, that's a piece of Friday lore that's never been confirmed or denied by anyone
gotcha.
in the know that it was. There's a scene where Ezel is just like running with boxes, and like
hmm
they think that's him. So,
Yeah,
but Smokey had a point. You got to be a stupid motherfucker to get fired on your day off.
you really, really do.
Nothing. It was so dated because he's like, I had to go in and pick up my check, and I'm like, you had to go into work on your day off to get paid.
To yeah,
Thank God, Lord, thank God for direct deposit
for
because we
direct
used to have some
deposit.
fucking dated ass things.
Yeah.
What you got for Aqua Bad?
Um. Oh yeah. So Ice Cube don't look no damn 22. This thing,
No,
he
no,
looked a smooth 35.
no. Um, the budget was like $1 million, so there was like no makeup, and so
Right.
he's just wearing like like no one. The camera work is shoddy. No one is
Yeah.
like in makeup. No, like the colors are all muted, and it's like
hmm
no, they did no. Chris Tucker did this. I think he did this for like 10 bands. Like it wasn't
I
even
about to
no
say,
money.
yeah,
I think John Witherspoon said in a Vlad interview they all made like $20,000 to do this.
yeah,
So,
I believe it. Hopefully they had got a percentage of the back end.
I don't know. Maybe. I
Yeah.
know Chris
I mean, I'm
Tucker
sure,
left because he became a movie star. So
yeah, about to say he couldn't move, so he got too big for it, honestly. I mean, what would be the point? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I love how there's a scene where I forget what the girlfriend's name is, but she calls him and she's like, Craig, I ain't heard from you, da da da, whatever.
who
As
the
she's
fuck you
laid him
go
in
to the
the
show with last night?
yeah, as she's laid him in the bed with another nigga.
I was I think on my like 30th view of this movie, before I knew this. It took Twitter to tell me that was going on because I never really noticed it. The dude was just laid out. He's just like, oh, you hoorah, hoochie mama. Who the fuck you go? That is insane. But
That's crazy.
and the dude was knocked out sleep. So
Knocked out sleep.
what ever they did, he was out of it afterwards.
Yep.
And that's Friday for you. Did you know Deebo was inspired by now arrested but legendary LA figure Big U? He did interviews
Oh,
with Vlad. The guy who recently he just got arrested for extorting rappers for checking in. That guy.
well, see, yeah, I knew
Yeah,
he was doing gang shit.
he
Yeah.
was the inspiration for Devo's character. He
Oh,
was a
okay. No, I
known
think I forgot
bully.
that.
He's a known bully in South Central, known so much that he was basically inspiration for an iconic black character named Debo. People
Yeah,
say he
that's
would literally
crazy.
just and by the way, like Debo would have just had to whoop my ass because you're not gonna run my pockets like that. Like
No, 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 no. No. In front of
um
my house, at my own house?
and you
No.
pulling up and I gotta hide shit, bro. Just whoop my ass. That's less embarrassing. That's more dignified than than letting you run my pockets like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the
Also,
thing,
I don't know how like nobody shot him.
yeah. But the thing about bullies is it's like, even if you lose the fight,
You still won.
letting them know that they're gonna have to fight prevents it happening the next time. Because people
Yeah.
they don't want to fight you, but like
No, not every day.
Win, lose, or draw, like I want to fight, and so I'm just gonna leave this
Yeah.
motherfucker alone because he's going to fight. But I'm not. I'm gonna keep fucking with you because you're not gonna fight. So yeah, man,
Hmm.
you just had to whip my ass, and if you do, that's fine. You'll come
Yeah.
back and we'll do it again tomorrow. But you're not just finna punk me.
No, and no, that then I help you break into a house and I don't get paid for shit for the shit that I helped you do. Are you kidding me?
I got in my notes right here. Got a little casual breaking and entering. A felony
Yeah.
with like a 10-year prison sentence. Guy drives off for work and they're like, "Hey, you left this window open. Would you like to commit a felony this morning?" Oh,
By the way,
sure.
the window that was open was protected by bars that they broke off.
Just a wild, violent felony that they just decided to
Yeah.
casually do on this Friday morning.
And it's also
Like it was like, hey, you want to run to Chick-fil-A, get some breakfast? Oh yeah, sure.
yeah, right, right. Yeah. Like let's go to the store and get some chips. That's like what they thought of that was. Like what is crazy to me because you're robbing people who have just as much or less than you.
Yeah, this is the
And
project in the
also
hood.
yeah, I'm like, why not go somewhere nice and rob them? Um,
Well, I
what was I
will
gonna
say
say?
is that people
Oh
who
yeah.
live in the hood, their world is quite insular. So like
Yeah,
going,
for sure.
it's going 30 minutes outside is like a
It's
fucking
like going out of the country.
correct. And Stanley was clearly like the guy in the bad neighborhood who had his shit together.
Who had shit, yeah. That car was
Like
nice.
every guy in one of those every neighborhood has like one of those dudes like that who just like kind of works for the post office and just has like a really
Hmm.
good regular job, and but in that
Hmm.
neighborhood that's really well off, and so that's kind
Right.
of what I gathered from Stanley.
Yeah.
So
I think he was like the defendant from Brooklyn. Remember they'd be like, "Oh shit, they got black eyed peas."
yeah, there are levels to it. He took care of his grass. So
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Speaking of grass, Miss Parker, who's
yeah,
out there watering dirt in her underwear.
Daisy Dukes.
Yeah, Daisy Dukes. Yeah, the
Daisy
Daisy Dukes.
Dukes.
By the way, she's still fine.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they did I think it might have been AI. I'm old and get fooled by those, but they did like an age up of
Yeah.
all the characters
Hmm.
from all the movies, and yeah, Miss Parker still got it.
Yeah.
Very much so. But biggest scene stealer. Bernie Mac the midget or Felicia?
That's tough. Okay.
The midget has a
I'm a
name. I just don't know it.
yeah, yeah, I can't remember his name. I would go with I'm gonna go Felicia. I'm gonna go Felicia, yeah.
I mean, it's hard
She's
to
the cause of the classic line. She kind of caused all the controversy in the like some of the drama in the movie. Like, when he was about to get his money, she saw her in the background. That's why she didn't get, he didn't get paid. She's a crucial part of the storyline. Also, if she didn't get slapped, then Craig and Deebo wouldn't have fought. So yeah, I'd say she's kind of like the linchpin of the movie, actually. So yeah, I'm gonna say Felicia.
Yeah, it's tough to argue with a line so iconic people use it who don't even know where it's coming from.
Yeah,
It's kind of like Stan, like people don't even know the song but still say Stan.
right.
But man, Bernie Mac, man, man, he's just Bernie Mac. He stole everything
Yeah.
he touched. He just stole the scene on every time. So,
And by the way, that was like this one of the another 90s movie that he had the similar cameo in where he was just like an obnoxious preacher. Remember
uh,
him in Booty Call with Jamie Foxx and
booty
Tommy Lee
call.
Davidson?
What's the one with Bill Bellamy? How to be a player?
Yeah, How to Be a Player. Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
he
same
had the
same
wife
same
that
kind of role.
Bill Bellamy was fucking his wife.
Yeah.
So he it's kind of because when Kings of Comedy came out, he was like the guy no one had ever heard of.
Mhm.
And so that's really what blew him up. But like on the underground scene, on the comic circuit,
Mhm.
he was
The
him.
guy.
So
Yeah.
ready to get an act two?
Yeah.
Act two, the midday grind. The heat rises as Big Worm's deadline looms over Smokey. The duo encounters a series of distractions from unrequited crushes to neighborhood thieves while trying to secure the necessary funds. My favorite part about 90s movies is they act like weed was like fentanyl. Like it's
Yeah, crack or something, heroin or whatever. Yeah.
Craig smokes one weed and completely
One
loses his
weed.
mind.
It's like it was written by someone who had never smoked before, but Cube had smoked before.
Oh yeah. I think this was like Cube's first script, and
Yeah, it was.
I mean, I would say it shows, but I don't know, to knock it out, to come up with a cult classic on your first run,
Yeah.
it's pretty
I
good.
mean, I'd credit a lot of that to the casting. I don't
Yeah.
know who was in charge of that. And also Chris Tucker was just otherworldly.
It used to
So it's
be,
that.
I don't know what happened to the comedian pipeline, but like the black comic pipeline used to just be so
Hmm.
ripe with talent. You could just do something like this and just
Yeah,
grab some, like Chris Tucker did a couple Def Comedy Jams. I don't think his stand up was that great, but like you could see the charisma
yeah,
and see, okay, this is going to translate to the screen.
yeah.
And clearly it did. I mean, he's the biggest star of these movies by a million miles.
Correct.
If you just include acting, obviously Ice Cube is a, rapper, but
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just wish. Okay, let me put it like this: if they were to
yeah.
now, I hate reboots, so no reboots. But like, if we were to
Right.
rewrite a script, two guys from the hood get into shenanigans with
Hmm.
new comedians, who would you book for it?
You talking about sketch or stand up or any?
We could use IG, stand up,
Okay.
whatever you got. Characters got to be under
Um.
35 though. We can't. We not.
Right.
Cut
Okay.
off is
I
age
would
35.
go. That's tough because I don't know if there are a lot of good young comedians out now. At least from what I've seen. I mean, okay. Fuck. What? I can't remember his name. The Spanish kid from SNL. He's really good. I cannot remember his name though. I would do. I obviously cast Drewski. Um. Who else? I'm trying to think.
Give me
Maybe.
Drewski and DC Young Fly and make
Yeah.
DC the
That's
fat
what I was forgetting.
friend
That's what I was forgetting.
and make DC Young Fly the comic relief,
Yeah.
the Smokey, if you will, and
Yeah.
they have Drewski just play it straight and just
Yeah.
have them get it. It's just a 2026 stoner classic.
Yeah.
Um, Hollywood needs some new ideas. Like, I keep hearing about a Friday Five. No, Ice Cube
I,
and Mike
they're all
Epps are
gonna be 50.
grandfathers.
What the fuck? Yeah, no, I don't want to see that shit. I don't.
It's
They've
Let
had
It
enough
Die.
Fridays in their day.
Next Friday came out before I was in Friday After Next came out in 2002. That was my first year of high school. It's
Yeah.
just over. Uh, you know,
Yeah, I don't know why. They're like,
but
yeah,
no,
Luke
give
should
me a
bring
new one.
everybody back. For what? Y'all are not the Avengers.
No, just give
Um,
me some new
yeah.
ideas, some new ideas out there. But
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, I'd love to see like Drewski and maybe DC and Fly in like a buddy cop comedy or something like that, you know. Yeah, there's not a lot of comedians now, I feel like. That's
it's funny
well, young
because
comedians.
I don't. I think when IG skit comedians go on stage, they're not very good because it's
They're
just a
not.
different
Yeah,
thing.
no.
But a lot of them, I think, with a script and good direction, could be in a con. Now, could they carry it? No, I don't
Hmm.
think. I think there's only a few that could actually carry roles. But you know, I don't see
I like Mark
why
from RDC World.
Mark from his acting gets a bit loud for me, but he's good. I think that's why I say with like good direction and good acting and a
Hmm.
good coach and producers, like there's talent out there for.
Yeah,
The problem is just Hollywood just doesn't make these kind of movies anymore.
true.
Uh,
Yeah.
in the sequels, did you miss Smokey or did Mike Epps hold it down well?
Uh, yeah, I miss Smokey, honestly. I just
I
think,
liked it, man.
and no disrespect. Yeah, he's really good, but no disrespect to Mike Epps, of course, he's a legend. But I just think Chris Tucker is leaps and bounds. Like he's just one of the all time greats, you know. And there's levels to this, and that's just like Mike Epps couldn't have done the Rush Hour trilogy. You
No,
know,
no,
he couldn't have
no.
done Dead Presidents. You know what I'm saying? He could have done Money Talks. I just think Chris Tucker's different. Like I remember there's a story Jamie Foxx tells where he was a comedian coming up and whatever, and he was like he was good, but he had, like was kind of inconsistent, whatever. And he's like, I was in a really like down point in my where like I just wasn't confident in my ability at the time period. I gotten too comfortable. And he's like, there's this kid that came out, this like tall, skinny kid in a white beater and some Dickies, and he shut the place down. And he's like, that kid turned out to be Chris Tucker.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Like,
mean, you just like you said, there are levels to it. And I do think the series missed Smokey. But my Day Day was a good character, so I'm not too
he
mad
was
at it.
good.
What you got for
He
Act
was
Two,
good.
man? What else you got for Act Two?
Um, Speaking of Chris Tucker, Smokey might have been the first person in history to ever be catfished.
No. You can
I look
come
like
by
Janet
here, I won't
Jackson.
call you. But if you don't come
You
by
come
here,
from by,
I'm gonna call you.
I'm gonna call you. Shorty pulled up. He said she sounded like Janet Jackson,
Bitch got me
and it
calling me
was
more like
Andell from
British.
the Parkers. No, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
That
You know it's
I
bad when the girl describes her friend as she's nice
yeah.
if you ask what she looks like.
It's just the power of horny because he was in the worst. Like he's
Yeah.
a drug dealer is threatening his life. He's trying to come up with the money, but he makes time for his at his blind date. That
Right.
which I don't like. What were they supposed to do?
That was she just stopped by to say hello, I guess. I don't
I don't, well, this is 90s, man. You could date on the cheap. So just pull up and
yeah.
let's kick it on our
Just
porch
talk.
with a date.
No food involved, no snacks, nothing. Just talking out the trunk of your car.
Parking lot pimping, man. What else you got for Act Two?
Yeah. Um, I always really like the conversation that Craig has with his dad about
Yeah.
like manhood and, just fighting with your hands as opposed to using guns and stuff like that. Um, but it wasn't 90s and it was a different time. I think those days are over,
Yeah.
unfortunately, long over. And also I will say one of my pet peeves just in like life and society is like telling people to be moral in like an immoral environment. I just find that to be self-sabotaging. Like if you're in a lawless land, you can't operate by laws because that'll get you killed, you know.
Right. It only works if everybody abides by the laws and regulations and
Correct.
especially in this neighborhood where there's basically no police enforcement, or at least going to the
Right.
police is, a socially stigmatized.
Hmm.
Um, but I do understand what he means in the sense
Yeah.
that um, the guns are forever. You get into a
Right.
fist fight
A
with the
black eye is
movie,
gone in a couple days.
as the movie goes on later, him and Debo both went home that day,
Hmm.
Debo, in the sequels, Debo's in jail, but you know what I mean? No one died.
Right.
And, bar fights, you might get arrested, you might spend a weekend in the pokey, but you're fine. But the guns,
Hmm.
that's a lot more permanent for both
Yeah.
parties. And so the wisdom is, I mean, I have in my notes here for Act Three, and I was just like, man, it's so 90s that he did put the gun down. Um,
Yeah.
but you win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day is great advice. It really is.
Yeah.
I don't really have a more eloquent way to put that, but that's what I have to say. There's nuggets in here that actually do last,
Yeah, there is. It's a silly movie about nothing, but there is some good dialogue and messaging in here.
I concur. Act three, the final stand. As night falls, the pressure reaches a boiling point with the dangerous confrontation. Craig is forced to choose between his father's wisdom and the violent reality of the neighborhood streets. How down bad you got to be to do a drive-by over $200?
Over $200. Like, and I
200
know it was
funky ass
90 and
dollars.
inflation is a thing, and I know they're in the projects, but $200 is not worth going to jail for the rest of your
They use
life.
more than $200 worth of bullets.
Right.
Like just the ammo you use costs two hundred
You're right. You're right.
dollars. Like they sprayed
Yeah.
the whole fucking neighborhood. Like
Right.
niggas no aim, just shooting shit, houses.
Hmm.
Babies could be in backyard playing ball, nothing. Just spraying for two
Just
hundred
spray.
funky ass
No, it's
dollars.
crazy. Yep. Yeah, that was insane. Um, Also, like, okay, so say you did hit him, you're not getting your money. Good job.
Yeah. And
Now you
now
got murder on your books.
this is three strike 90s, man. You
Yeah,
murder you
dog.
was going away forever. I know all them dudes have felonies. All none of them guns is legal.
None of them.
You
Yep.
you are
That
you
car
are
wasn't registered. They didn't have no
no.
license.
Every single piece of this is illegal. Even the gloves you
Yep.
bought probably stolen. So
Right.
like so you going to jail for the rest of ever over
You
200 funky ass dollars.
for the rest of Everdom.
And the funny thing
Um,
is Smokey had 100. It was really
he did. He
because
had
he
half of
counted
it.
out
He
20, 40, 100, 20,
40,
40.
100.
He had 100. Like you couldn't just let him, okay, give me the 100.
Wait a
Go do whatever
week.
you do. You owe
Yeah.
me that. I know he was smoking the weed too, but
Yeah.
bro, if you kill your dealers, where's your money coming from?
Where
Faison
you getting the rest
Love,
of your money from?
another
Yes.
one in this movie, he's gone completely off the deep end now, but
Yeah, dog.
another
Physically and mentally.
yeah, he be on Blad just yelling. But
Yeah.
this movie
That's
had
when
a
you know it's
lot of
over.
people in it,
That's when
man.
you know it's over.
They fit a lot in 90 minutes.
They did. They
They
did.
fit a whole lot of 90. What you got for Act Three?
Um, oh yeah, one thing that was so unrealistic to me was after the house gets shot up and there's a whole shootout. Craig and Smokey are on the roof and shit, whatever. And the bad guys leave, and everyone in the neighborhood decides to come outside in the street to see what happened. Ain't nobody doing that shit in real life.
Also, I know it's the hood, and I know police are not great there, but like that kind of shootout is called the police are coming.
You got to stop that.
Like all machine gun fire for a solid 90 seconds.
Right.
Also, like running and jumping into the hood of a truck and just like laying still, like a little
Unless
kid playing hide and seek. I'm gonna just lay real still and hope no one sees me. That's a
right.
wild gamble with your life.
When they hear, I'll be quiet. When they leave, I'll be
I be
talking
talking
again.
again.
He'd be like, "Shut the fuck up." I'll be like, "Okay."
Bro, there's just no way I'm going to have this one dude in the neighborhood who can just pull up and shake me down for whatever nickels I have in my pockets.
hmm
And I'm just going to accept this forever. Like,
Right. What do you? What? eh,
so I
My
can
thing
never have
was,
money on me in
yeah,
case he shows up.
I never understood that. Also, it's three of y'all. Just jump him.
As
Just
Smokey
jump
said
him.
it, man, let's jump him.
Like I don't know why
Sit your
he can't beat
ass
all y'all at the
down.
same time.
What about the time he tried to choke me in Smoke's backyard? Oh, that was different.
That was different.
It's just as an adult watching it, I'm like, this is way less dignified than losing a fight. He just would have had to whoop my ass. Like,
Yeah.
like the idea that like this dude just can
Steal everybody's shit
just steal all my shit, and I got to put
and
my
break in
chain away.
everybody's
I can't
house.
have nothing.
Right.
Nah, we good, bro. You just gonna have to whoop me, and if you do, that's
My
fine.
grandma
But
gave me that chain.
snatched it right off his neck.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. And that was a nice chain, considered where where they had. Yeah, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, and even like another thing that was a little off to me was when it's like the final scene, everybody's outside after the shooting, and Deebo slaps Nia Long for being mad at him for slapping her sister. And Craig's dad just like stands there, and I'm like, you just gave this whole speech about manhood, and you just sat there and watched another dude smack a woman, and you just like did nothing.
I mean, he's an old man. Like there's a lot of young men there. I mean, that's a young man's fight, and all
Yeah,
those
fair.
young men there. I mean, Craig did what he was supposed to do,
Yeah,
but I understand why. And again, it ain't like it was his daughter, and
yeah.
I mean, he's an elderly man. I mean, John Witherspoon. I don't know how old the character was supposed to be, but you got at least what 50s. All of his children are
50s, probably
grown,
50s.
so
Yeah.
that's a lot to ask an old man to just standing there and basically get his face punched off. Especially with all these young men watching it, you know.
Fair. That's true.
So, but Craig pulled up, beat up the bully, got
Yeah.
the girl, and which one of y'all hoes got people shooting at you? Broke up with the crazy girl.
Yeah, broke up with the crazy girl.
Not a bad day, not a bad
And
Friday.
got lined up a low-key date with Nia Long at the end.
Yeah, not a bad Friday. Oh, not a bad Friday at all. He's still unemployed.
Yeah,
Still owes Big Worm his
still
money.
fired.
No, Smokey got his money because he got it off of Deebo.
That's right.
Deebo knocked him out. Smokey took his money, so
And he got
he's
to
out
keep
of
200,
debt.
and he got to keep his 100, so he basically made $100.
So the best part or the craziest part is like Craig is down and out. The drug dealer is gonna kill him, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, sister, can you borrow me some money?" And she laughs at him, and his mama laughs at him. He's like, "I'm going to die."
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
I thought that was a little strange. Like,
Yeah, it was weird how nobody was willing to help.
he's like, "I am going to die if you don't give me $200." And granted, it was the '90s, but still, we're
Yeah.
talking about $200. Like
Yeah.
it's really
I
not
just would have
that
asked for
much
20
money.
bucks from everybody and found a way to get to it.
A little, yeah. So, well, I guess my question is, all movies create an archetype. This was
Mhm.
the '90s stoner classic.
Yeah.
I believe it was the OG. Uh, what is the white counterpart
To Friday.
to Friday
In the 90s or just in general?
in general? I have a good
Uh,
one. I could start, and you could just play off that if you want.
yeah,
Um,
I was gonna say Pineapple Express.
that's what I had. Pineapple Express, right here. Is Pineapple Express the White Friday? Is the
Yeah,
question I
I
have.
think
So,
definitely 100%. Yeah.
well, that was anticlimactic. That was my answer.
No.
Seth Rogen took that baton and rolled
He
with it.
did. He did.
You
He really
can't
did. He made a whole
underestimate
career out of
though.
smoking.
You can't underestimate how much this movie helped Ice
Impacted.
Cube transition from gangster rapper to family movie man.
It did. It really did.
He gets to play it straight. He gets to beat up the bully. He gets to bring the girl
Yep.
home. And all of a sudden, he's in Are We There Yet? Boom.
Yep. But I said, are we there yet? 21 and 22 Jump Street. Lottery
Ride
Ticket.
along.
Yeah, Ride Along too.
Yeah. So
What else?
he
Yeah,
basically was just a sorry.
I was saying he carved a good movie career out for himself. You know.
He's one of our legends. He's off the deep end now, but he's one of our legends. What do you
Yeah,
rate the
he's
movie?
definitely off the deep end. I'm gonna give this movie. I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars. I love Chris Tucker. If we don't get this movie, we don't get Chris Tucker's career. He's one of my favorite comedic actors of all time. This movie has like 15 legendary lines. You know, um, Nia Long is in it. What more? What more can you say?
I'm piggyback 3.5 stars. It's 90 minutes, but it packs a lot in there.
It
It's
does.
tight. The script is thin. It's really carried by the people within the script.
Yeah.
And it just the efficiency ratio of just classic content just wrung out of this 90-minute movie
Yeah.
to the point where again, there are kids who weren't even born in 95 saying bye Felicia. So
Hmm.
you can't take that away, man. So 3.5 from me. All right. Thanks for listening. My name is Darius. That's D's all up the area on all socials.
And I'm Jordan. That's Jordan be writing on all socials.
Please rate, like, subscribe. We're at Out the Trunk Pod on all socials. That is Out the Trunk Pod on all socials.
And for any ongoing movie recommendations, feel free to reach out to us via email at outthetrunkpod@gmail.com. That's outthetrunkpod@gmail.com. That's a wrap. Thanks for coming to the movies with us. Back next week, reviewing The Best Man.
All right,
Y'all take it
y'all.
easy.